Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. I got the question again about Jack. And someone saw me use it. In fact, a couple of people saw me use it. And they were like, that is so neat. Where can I get one? Are they still available? Can you still buy them? No, you can't buy them. You can make them, but you can't buy them. So we're going to go through this again. Really very, very simple to do. What you do is you save. See, this is just aluminum foil. You get off anywhere you get the metal strip. So you get it and you pull it off, but be very careful because that thing is sharp. Put that out in the trash. Now, you'll notice that there are little places here where it was stuck to it, and you will need to push them down. You can either use regular pliers or, I have some jewelry pliers here. And it's just going in. And you don't want to push the edge down. You just want to push the circles. Because that edge right there is the one we're going to have going up. So I'm just going to push quite a few of these down. Now, once you get those pushed down, you need like an old hotel key card or whatever. They sent me this from AARP. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this where I need to cut this off at. And these are just like wire cutters. Come in just a tad shorter. There. Make sure I'm where I need to be. Yep. Now, I'm going to straighten this out a little bit. Because I want it straight. And get that edge where it was cut. Now, we have this piece and we have our... Don't use paper. Use the plastic ones. And it can, it can even be a perk card from... anywhere, as long as it's the hard one. You don't want something that's real flimsy. Now, from here, I want my E6000. This thing, unless I use pliers, I'm not going to get it up. It's that old. I've had it that long. I think I've had this since before the kids moved in. I have to get something to open up that lid. And they moved back up here in 2020, right before COVID hit. So this thing has been around for a while. Make sure I get all that out of there. Now, shall we try this again? All right, put a bead of E6000 down. Just like that. And then we're going to close that back up. Put these back away, because if I don't, I will knock them off, and then I'll have toothpicks everywhere. Now, we have that on there. We want to put we're just going to glue our edge. And you see how I'm positioning it, how you've got that little piece there. And then we're here. Now, what I want to do at this point is I just want to lock it down there for a few minutes. And I'm going to do that with my handy dandy universal clips. otherwise known as decorated clothespins. Sure, yeah. Now, normally I would leave this overnight because it takes E6000 a while to get all the juices going and everything to start setting up. But we don't have overnight. This is HVAC duct tape. This is what when they run your, like your air conditioning and all the ductwork for your heater and air, this is what, when they put it together, this is the tape they use. It is a metal tape. And what I'm looking for is something that will go all the way around. I need scissors. All I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece off. And I'm going to wrap. Now, this stuff is great if you want to run it through your embossing machine. Okay, now, I'm not going to take all of it off, but I'm going to come down and fold it about there, because you see how curly it gets. Now that that's been held on there just a bit, not that it's going to matter, because it's going to pop up. Might as well go ahead and remove all of this for now. And then I'm going to position this just under where my my cutter is. Now I got it misaligned there. So come on, up, 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 up. That's the good part about this. You can readjust it until you get it right. And it happens. Sit. This is not the easiest thing in the world to do. But it doesn't mean it can't be done. You just need to have more hands than what I have. Or I need more hands than what I have. There, I'm going to get that set again. Come back here with my tape. And what I want to do is I want to align it with the top of the card there, which is what I was trying to do before. But I messed up. So, I got it there. I'm going to pull it tight and just fold that over. Just like that. And come right back the other way. Pulling it tight and then pull it down. And what that's going to do is that's going to anchor that in. Now, because I want it all to look nice, I'm going to come in here with another piece and wrap around the bottom. I mean, you don't have to. You can leave it like that. You can even cut it off at that point. But, you know, why have something that doesn't look nice? Now, with this one, I'm going to line it up on the other end. Maybe. You know, lining stuff up is not as easy as some people make it look. I have seen some ladies on YouTube, and they make, you know, oh, well, it's just easy. You just line it right up there, and it fits perfect. And I'm like, there is no way that is going to work perfect for me. So, there we got it. Now, we have one more thing we need to do. First of all, I need to put my little sticker back on here. All it is a piece of washi tape. Now, when you're putting, like, see, this is paper backed, but even with some of my washi tape, I've had to use to hold it. Put the fold end on the top part, because then when you pull it, it comes off easy and you're not going against your tape there. Now, I got that. Where's my, I'm going to come in here with my bone folder and I'm going to burnish it down. Be very careful because this has not dried yet. But I'm just going to bring this all the way down and burnish this whole side. Turn it over and burnish the other side. And there's no other reason that I do this than to make it look clean and neat. Now, you'll notice we've got two sides here. We have the one that's got the raised edge there, which is the side our metal piece is attached to. Then we've got a flat edge. Now, what we want to do is we want to put a sticker on that flat edge. Why? Because when we go to tear, if you look here, we take this apart, and start tearing off. You've got a space here. You don't have a space on this side. So you want this side to go down next to your paper. So, which is that one. Which makes this the top. So that now I've got it there. So all I've got to do is look for that and I'm good as gold. So, see again, I've got my folded tape that way. And there's that's just the way I do it. Alright, come on. You're supposed to tear. You're not going to tear. It's going to be one of those days. Okay. Then what we'll do, this may not be the one that tears. I'm going to cut off a piece. And then find the folded edge and put that back down. Now, come in here and... Okay, where's my tape? It's going to be one of those days. And then there we go. Get that off my finger. And then I'll put that right there. And there we go. Now, because this is still damp, the glue is not set yet, I'm going to go ahead and put my pins back on here in a minute. But that's how easy it is to make a jack. And why did I name it Jack? Because it rips. Jack the Ripper. A pun on words. Okay, I may need to put even another one up there just to make sure. There. And then I'll just let that sit overnight, and that will make sure it's all compressed. All these are clothespins that I put washi tape on. And if you've got a tape that's wider than that, you just bring a craft knife and trim it off. But, I love doing those. They look so neat. So, set that aside. But that's how we get a jack. It's something you can easily make yourself. I want to re-burnish this one. Well, this is starting to look a little rough. And if you want to, you can even come back here. You can put several layers of the silver tape on, the metal tape. But that's where the jacks are from. I saw someone on YouTube somewhere, been a long time ago, and they were using something similar. But I know. I got to make them fit. Because I'm trying to use up all of these. These are my older washi tapes. And I'm trying to use them up, so I keep them up here. Because if they're out of sight, I don't remember pulling them. But anyway, I saw someone she was using just a regular, like, old credit card or something to tear it off. And I tried that, but there's a lot of times it wouldn't tear because I was using the double-sided sticky tape. And there are times that this will tear off. There are other times it won't. And my chair, there we go. It wouldn't move. So it needed something with a little bit of tooth to it. And what better to tear something off than something that was made to tear things off with. I mean, you find these on any type of the rolls, aluminum foil, package, plastic wrap, wax paper, parchment paper, and just double check when you buy it that it has the metal edge and not just the perforated side. I ran into that one time. So, very easy to make. And I know I'm trying to keep I've got all my little pliers and stuff in this little bag. This was the one I had when I had my Jeep. I bought the anniversary edition, and this comes in the glove box that holds your manual for it and stuff. But it does great for holding tools. Oh, gotta put my tape back. This has got to get put away. I worked so hard to get, my area cleaned up that I'm trying to keep it clean. Sometimes that doesn't work too good. I think instead of getting the great big tube next time, I'm going to get a smaller tube. Like I said, that's been around for ages. Okay. And I'm back with a clean desk. Look at this, a clean desk. Yay. But yeah, save your metal piece. Where did it go? The next time you run out of aluminum foil or whatever you're using that has one of these, and then a regular plastic card, it can be anything, just an old one, and make your own jack. If you do not have the metal tape, you can use packing tape. Anything that would go, it would help the adhesive, but please do use the E6000. Like I said, it will take overnight to cure, but it's worth it. So, if you've enjoyed making a jack with me tonight, and yes, it's nighttime when I'm filming this, leave me a thumbs up. These are very easy tools to make, and I would rather make my tools if I can than to purchase them. I know not too long ago I did one on Poke-Tools because someone was talking about what tools can we make, and I put mine in here. Yes, I even got in, there it is. This was getting old, and the one I have over in the library, it was one that I had made from polymer clay. So, and this I think is, this is Tim Holtz. But this part here is getting sort of raggedy looking. I either need to get a new one or make a new one. And if you've got polymer clay, make it. All you need is this and one of those big-eyed darning needles. And if you want a sharp one, all you do is you take the sandpaper and you're going to lay your sandpaper down and just rub your point over your sandpaper and it will sharpen it. So, tools are something we use every day. Why should we sink a bunch of money into it? So if you've enjoyed what I've shared tonight, give me a thumbs up. If you are a subscriber to my channel, thank you. If you are new here, welcome, and please consider subscribing. We have a lot of things coming out, the next few weeks, months, through the year. And if there's something you would like to see, please leave it in the description below, because it may be something I've done several times, but because you want to see it, I will do it again. So that's where we'll end up tonight. Trying still to get our videos out on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. It's not always going to be journals. It's going to be whatever strikes our fancy or whatever y'all want to see. So until next time, bye guys.